How's it going? We're here at the Comic Book Presser website and we're going to go over how to submit your comics. So the first thing first, make clear that you are at thecomicbookpresser.com. We've had some people get confused and end up going to the wrong website. So this is what it looks like. It's thecomicbookpresser.com. I'm going to just scroll through real quick and show a little bit of it before I jump into submissions. You will receive 4 emails through us. The submission will be emailed to you once you've placed the order. Okay, so let's just jump. Oh, also though, there is about examples, and the one thing I will mention is we have a huge FAQ. So if you have questions, you can always email us, but a lot of your answers will be right here. So now moving on to submitting comics. Also note that every page has the current turnaround times. This is updated all the time, so it always has it by the month what it is at the moment. So then once we have clicked on the Submit Comics page, here we are. Then here is your click for pricing breakdown. So this goes over the basic prices based on the when the comic was printed. If it's a magazine, it's a little bit more. Spiral alignment. The books go up a little bit as the value increases, and once it's over $2,000, it's 3% of fair market value. Fast Pass is $17. Front of the line is $100. I'll talk about that when we move down. Then there is shipping costs and CGC form fees and CBCS if you're using our submission. Okay, so don't forget the prices are on the submission page right here. Click for pricing breakdown. So let's jump in. Fast Pass. This is, as you saw on the banner at the top, we're currently at 4 weeks for a Fast Pass. It's an extra $17 per book. Then we have Front of the Line. This is $100 per book extra. Front of the Line means we start on your book basically the day it arrives. It typically is completed in a week. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes it's only about 5 days. But the point is, we're not just rushing it through and it's getting all the full treatment, the full attention. It just means we start on it the day it arrives. So we'll press it, we'll look at it the next day, we're going to determine what improvements it still needs, what can be done to maximize it out. We'll work on it again if needed. We'll let it rest today, we'll work on it again. So the point of this is we start on it instantly. We don't do anything any quicker than anything else. It still gets the exact same treatment and care that they all deserve and need. It just is front of the line. It's actually pretty common. All right, so we'll go ahead and just say no, we don't need a Fast Pass. Insurance. Yes is $20, no if you don't need it. Now we have click here if you want to read more about it. What this is going to go over is how it works. It takes you to our FAQ page that focuses on how the insurance works. So it's super important when you make your order that you print out the submission invoice that you will receive emailed to you in a PDF format once you make your submission. So it's important we have that anyway, so we have a receipt and proof, and your books should be in order they are on the invoice when you ship them. But what's also really important is if you use our insurance, it's not valid unless you have the invoice with it. This is the way Collectibles Insurance Service works. So if you want to use our insurance, it's $20. This includes your book being shipped to us. So when you go ahead and buy your own postage and ship it, you don't need to buy any extra insurance because you already have it. You do have to have signature confirmation though. That's another thing from Collectibles Insurance. It has to have the invoice and it has to have signature confirmation. So then it's also insured when we ship it on to CGC, CBCS, or back to you. So it's insured twice for the $20, and that's up to $50,000 per package. Okay, so now if you want the insurance, go ahead and click yes, and you'll see it updated right here. So then ship all comics too. So return to customer, nothing changes. Ship to CGC, you'll notice we're going to see some changes. When you click on that, we've now created this new window that says whose CGC CBCS should be used. So if you're going to use the Comic Book Presser, which is my CGC, you'll click on this. Then you will have a slight form fee that's added, and then We'll do the paperwork. Okay, this is the important part about if you're using our CGC account. You will need to fill out your credit card form, which is right here. You need to fill this out, and you can print that out and send it with your books along with your invoice, or you can upload it right here. It's whatever you prefer. Now, the reason for this is when you check out here and you pay at checkout, that is for our services. That is for our pressing and cleaning and shipping it off to the next destination. We will then use your credit card form when we do the CGC fee. So that's how you'll pay for CGC. We're just facilitating it to go there under our account, and then we're going to bill you for the CGC services. So it's two separate orders. Okay, so then if you're going to use your account, all you need to do is either print out your own CGC forms and mail them along with your invoice when you ship the books to us, or you can upload those right here also. Then it's basically the same with CBCS. If you want to work with Comic Connect, when you click on that, you'll just see that you need to get a hold of Nick, and that's just if we're going to be cleaning your books to then be sent to be sold at Comic Connect. So here we are. So if we're just going, let's just say return to customer, okay? So now comic book name. We'll go ahead and say Avengers. We're going to say 1. Now we're going to say this is one of the modern series, so we'll just say 2012. So we see it has $17 down here because that's what it costs for a book after 1985. Publication type, it is a comic. Estimated value, we're going to say it's $100. Does it need a spine roll fix? Okay, a lot of times people are not real sure about this. We do have a page I created that you can click on, and it goes over about spine roll fix examples. Then it says, down here it says what aren't examples also. For example, this is a miswrap on this Hulk 181, and then you can faintly see on this ASM 129 this shadow along the edge is what's called a long box dent, where it just was sticking out between other books. So that's not a spine roll either. Then up here you can see clear spine roll images of before and after. Okay, so if you want to get a spine roll fix, it's additional $25. If not, you just select no. Case crack. This is just simply if you want us to crack out a graded book. Okay, it's $7. We're happy to do it. It's not that hard if you want to try. We have had to fix some people's books because they damaged them when they were trying to crack them out. But however you want us to do it, we're happy to crack it out for you. Quantity, if you happen to have 2 of them, okay, you can do the quantity right there. Order notes, let's just say Miller variant. All right, that's just anything you want to tell us. Now, how do we do our next one? Boom, click this plus sign. So now let's go ahead and put down Hulk. We're going to say this is 340, one of my favorite covers. Oh gosh, let's say I think that's about 1989. Then we're going to go comic. Now for this one, we're going to say this is $600 value. You can see it had that extra $5 added on here because up here the pricing gets a little bit more expensive as you go up. But everything under 500 is the standard price. So now spine roll fix, no. Okay. Case crack, no. Quantity, no. Okay, so now we're going to add another one. Now for this one, let's go ahead and say Hulk 181. Now let's see, this is 1974. Comic. Now let's go ahead and put down, this is a high value. We do these one a week probably. Let's say this one's 4,700. And you'll see that the price went up to 164 for that because it's a more higher value book. So then you just continue to crank through. You can add as many as you want. And then when you get down here, this one has the insurance, so it has the 20 order notes. Then click here to read. This is just our terms of service. It's just your standard terms of service that every professional presser should have. Return shipping cost is $25. This includes, we use all brand new boxes, brand new materials, and it also is paying for the time it takes to ship them up. Order totals $228. Okay, now this is just once continued payment is clicked, the submission cannot be edited and will need to be restarted if any changes is needed. This is just to let you think, okay, once you go past here, you can't come back and update this. So just take a second and look through this and make sure everything is correct before you go ahead and move on. Oh, see, it's because I forgot didn't put anything in for this one. So I'm going to get rid of this. So we have let me see, we have the 3 that started it out. Oh, here's another quick comment. You can ship FastPass and non-FastPass in the same box, but they have to be 2 separate invoices. That's because it's going to be 2 different shipping also. But you can mix and match when you ship them to us. Just make sure every invoice is included. Okay, so now we're going to go continue to payment. Okay, so that is it. You will then hit continue to payment. Then you'll go ahead and plug in all your information. Don't forget that you can check your order status at any time. You will receive an email when you submit from us that has the invoice. Then, as I mentioned, you will also receive an email from us when your book has arrived. You'll receive an email when we've started on it, when it's finished, and when it ships out. And you also receive the tracking number. Then we do everything USPS shipping. If you're using your own CGC account, do not select when they offer you the FedEx. Go ahead and skip that because we're going to be shipping through USPS after we've worked on your books. Okay, I think that's it, everyone. Thanks a lot, and hope to hear from you soon.